Hi guys, welcome back to IamCasa. It's Andrea here, and today we're talking watches with the man himself, the author of all these watches. Sohaib, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Sohaib is the owner of the project Maghnam,
Yep.
which is actually your surname,
My surname.
and the man behind the Madar watch that you've seen in a previous video. Please tell me, where is your passion for watches from?
I'm a mechanical engineer by training. This is what I studied at university, and so mechanical watches, as you can understand, like seeing this little mechanism working all together to produce the time, or it really is like a tiny city inside a watch. So I would say that my passion in watches started from the mechanism itself, seeing that producing and telling the time just from gears that are moving is just absolutely incredible to me. But then also outside of that, I'm a huge fan of everything beautiful, art, cities, streets, whatever. So I think that the combination of the two is just a beautiful thing, and it's what I try to do with my watches.
Awesome. And you're in Milan right now. We're lucky to have you in Milan, studying in Milan. How do you feel about the city, and how much does Milan affects your design and influences your design?
Well, I chose Milan for that reason.
Okay.
It's just a beautiful city. You know, we talked about this before. I love this city here. And, being surrounded by beauty, Milan has a very strong watch culture. People here care about having the right watch at the right time. It's all just a huge boost, to I finished Madar during lockdown basically, so it's just a huge boost to having the creative juices flowing. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about being here when designing the watch.
Great to have you there. And what is the ultimate challenge designing and producing your own watch? You're from 1995, so almost my age. What is it important in producing and creating your watches when you're that young?
I haven't had any formal training in watchmaking.
Okay.
The watchmaking schools or whatever. It's just self-taught, basically taking apart and putting back together and destroying so many watches. But the biggest challenge I would say for me right now is I work solo, alone. So having to balance everything together, the design and the manufacturing, and then the assembly, and finding the right people to do the right things for you, it's a bit tough. Also, because of the small volume that we're producing at, the finances of it all becomes a bit difficult, because you want to put a watch that is reasonably priced, but again, you can't cut corners in watchmaking. So it's a tough compromise, but I hope that I'm making it work.
I think you are. And if you have to describe Madar with few words to a friend of yours that doesn't know watches, what would you tell him?
I would say that Madar takes the conventional elements of watchmaking and combines them with new, crazy ideas for the case design.
Great. And why did you choose the jumping hour?
When I first conceived Madar, I wanted it to have the vertical display running from top to bottom, because you don't see that so often, and that comes with the restriction that you cannot see the time unless it was jump hour. And it was a complication that I always loved, always wanted to do, so it was the perfect opportunity to implement it in Madar.
Great. What's your favorite among the three?
I would say the steel version. I have the steel and the gunmetal, but I find myself mostly wearing the steel version. And now that we're getting more into winter, it's a more wintry watch.
Yes, sure. But you told me the first one you designed was the white one.
The first one I designed was the white one, and it's to me it's still a very, very beautiful watch like this with the colorful straps. But it's more for the summer than the winter right now, so that's why I switched for now to steel. Yeah.
You did great, and the steel, as you told me before, with that strap is super Milanese, you know.
Yeah.
And you can still taste your passion for automotive sector
This
as well.
strap is made right here in Milan, and it's definitely has the automotive
super
influence on it.
Super, I love them. And you already told me while we had a coffee, but I love them to know as well. Designing a watch. Where is the creative process from? As you told me that the white one is a watch that came out of your head like this, white with this design, and you actually sew the watch in your head before. And so how does it happen? Where the magic happens and how?
Well, it's not something that you can explain by numbers, but it's just that when I'm having just a walk or anything, because of just how much I love the game, it just happens that you see a vision of a watch or an object, or you're inspired by something that you see. In the case of Madar and Machina and the one that's coming next year, you just see a watch for a split second, and if it's that good, you have to build on it. You can't just let it go. So for Madar, I saw the white one first, and I saw it with a Cordura strap, so I had to build on that. And then, of course, with time, you get to refine it more, and you get to change little stuff, and that's the design process for me.
Great. Has anyone in Milan ever asked you about the watch just by seeing it on your wrist?
I see people looking at it, and I see people if I go into a watch boutique, asking about it.
Sure.
So yeah, it happened, and it makes me smile, to be honest.
It's a conversation starter.
It's a conversation starter for sure.
It's a great watch to start a conversation.
Yeah.
Great. And 2 last questions. I'm really curious. What's your favorite watch? Like your dream one?
Oh,
I know that one
difficult.
is super difficult, but one watch that...
Well, choosing just a favorite watch may be a little difficult, but if I was to have one watch, it would be the 6265 Daytona that is white. And because I feel like that's a watch that you can wear to the beach in the morning, and
everywhere.
Then you can wear it to the Met Gala at night if you like. So
Sure. I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting like a Journe or Ambien stuff.
I like all facets of watchmaking, but if I had one watch that I have to wear, I would go with the 6265.
Super classical. And car wise?
Oh, that's also. I would say a Ferrari Dino, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. This was a blast. I really enjoyed it.
And guys, you are expecting the new model for sure. Yeah. And good luck with it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And thanks again. Thank you for being there, and see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.